Hello, hello, hello. We are live. And we're getting ready. Why, thank you, ASMR. You know how to make someone feel special. Welcome to the release of fives. A5 socket, 5 nanometer process, DDR5 compatibility, PCIe 5.0, and let's be honest, there's going to be a lot of high fives happening at AMD. But the real question is, where is this performance going to stack up? I saw some performance slide leaks. And, oh no, Fist, you're supposed to be in, get that mic fixed. Fist are supposed to be in the voice chat, but, he's
there we go.
here. He's here.
Installing an NVIDIA broadcast at the last second wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. It's all right. NVIDIA is getting back for talking about AMD. It's all a part of their plan.
Anything nice, apparently. So.
Mm-hmm. But from the looks of it, though, I don't know. I think from what I saw on the slides, performance-wise, I don't know if the leaks are true. I don't know if the this new CPU is going to be enough.
Yes.
I don't know. It looks like there could be some oh, here we go. Fancy schmancies. Okay, yeah, we'll go with 1080p. How's the volume of the AMD on the stream, my folks? Is it good? Or is it too loud? Yeah, I don't know. The performance slides, yeah, I think this might be a little bit too loud. But as far as performance is concerned, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to... Wait, did this count down extra fast? It was like 4 seconds ago. It was like 58 seconds to go.
I don't know. When I opened it up, it seemed normal. So I opened it up at like 40 seconds. So.
Oh. The world's most advanced processors. Let's quit game. We share. Boom. Advance together. Look, we're together and we're advancing. But yeah, I don't know.
Loud.
Together we advance. Isn't that just so beautiful? Isn't that just so beautiful? Dr. Lisa. Okay, now it's getting quiet.
Hello, everyone.
Oops.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Lisa.
Welcome, and thank you all for joining us today. It is so good to have so many of you here with us in Austin. This is our first live product launch in a couple of years. And also, welcome to all of you who are joining us online.
I wonder why.
We have some great new products to show you today. So, you know, at AMD, we're all about high performance and adaptive computing and using our technology to create solutions that solve the world's most challenging problems. And from cloud services to 5G networks to AI,
I have a feeling their greatest problem will soon be DDR5 compatibility.
We're really touching everyone in terms of touching billions of people every single day. Now, today marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter for AMD. Over the next several quarters, we're going to introduce 4 new architectures to the market.
Oh my.
And that's across more than a dozen products. So it's really just an incredible pace of innovation. It's more than we've ever done before.
They have been hitting their targets. You got to give them that.
New Zen 4 core.
Yeah, they've done pretty well.
From high-end servers
I had my first AMD CPU in years.
PCs.
with
We're
Zen
going to
3,
also
so
talk a little bit about our
doing
upcoming
something right.
RDNA 3 gaming graphics
Ooh, they're
architecture,
going to talk
which will
about
bring
their
another
RDNA 3
significant
too.
increase in performance and
little
performance
teaser
per
at the end
watt
of
for
it.
the most demanding
Nice.
gamers.
I'm excited about that.
And our Zen 4 C core,
Uh,
that's optimized
I
for
wasn't a fan of
cloud-native
RDNA 2.
computing, as well
I
as
had it,
our
I didn't like
next-gen
it.
AMD XDNA architecture that we're
But
also all looking great
we
and
shall
on
see.
track to launch
We'll
in
see.
2023. Now, at AMD, we love the PC, and we especially love all of the PC gamers and enthusiasts around the world who push us to continue to build the best possible for CPUs and GPUs. We've been focused on delivering just outstanding experiences with our combination of hardware and software. And we're partnered with the world's top OEMs to deliver innovative new form factors and new system designs.
Okay.
So today is all about our next generation of Ryzen processors that will push the envelope for gamers, creators, and enthusiasts. So let's
Where are
go
they
ahead
going
and
to push
get
it
started.
to?
They didn't have to sit through a bunch
Now,
of
for our
AI
next
crap.
generation
I know.
Ryzen CPUs,
Like
we set
every,
very ambitious
NVIDIA.
goals. You know that about AMD. We
Like,
wanted to make the
Yeah.
Ryzen
I
7000
wish they'd stop
series the
doing that.
fastest CPU for gamers while delivering the most compute for creators.
I skipped right over
We
like
focused on a new CPU
servers
core
and
design
laptops
that combines
and
both leadership
Mhm.
right into
performance
it.
and leadership energy
She knows what
efficiency.
we want.
And we also wanted to
Figured it out.
take a big step forward with an all-new desktop platform that scales into the future. So to deliver on all these goals, the Ryzen 7000 series is the first 5-nanometer CPU for desktop PCs. Ryzen 7000 is both extremely performant and also extremely power efficient. And it has an all-new
Especially
AM5
compared to the
platform that supports the latest
13900K
I/O
with
and
power
memory
limits removed.
technologies, including
That
PCIe
5 nanometer
Gen 5
like
as well as DDR5.
goalposts are like, oh, the first 5
So,
nanometer.
it
Like,
all starts with our
why do
new
they keep
Zen
saying
4
that? Have they
core.
not figured out
Our
nobody cares?
designers have done it again.
They were
We've
the first at
exceeded our
7,
performance goals
first
for
at
Zen 4,
5.
and that allows us to deliver leadership core performance.
Intel's going to be like
Now,
longest
earlier
at
this
10.
year, we estimated that Zen 4 would deliver an 8 to 10%
Let's see you sit on that 5
uplift in
nanometer as long as we sit
IPC
on
compared
14,
to
then
Zen 3.
talk.
Mhm.
And I'm extremely excited to say today that as we optimize the product
They're
for
efficient with their
production, we now see
processing. They reuse,
13% more
reuse.
IPC in desktop applications.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we also
Shareholders
designed
loved it
Zen
until they
4
didn't.
for high clock speed.
Yeah.
So from a frequency standpoint, we've increased the frequency at the top of the stack
Okay.
to 5.7 gigahertz.
All right.
That's
That's just like the
800
lead.
megahertz higher
That is pretty
than
awesome.
we did in Ryzen
I'm
5000.
Great predictor.
And as a result,
This is the leak
Ryzen
slide.
7000 single-threaded performance is up 29% higher
39%?
compared to Ryzen
29.
5000.
29.
These are
Ah.
just huge performance
29.
increases, and I'm extremely proud
But
of what the team was
29 is
able to
not
deliver.
bad.
Now let's look at our
Especially
top of
since they
stack
could probably
Ryzen
get another
9
29 when we do the
7950X.
3DV cache.
We have 16 cores,
I
32
mean,
threads, up
that
to
really only
5.7
applies to
gigahertz
games. I wouldn't
boost, an
Yeah.
80
like
megabyte
Cinebench,
cache,
you lose performance.
and
I wouldn't call that a
170
single thread
watt
performance
TDP
game.
envelope.
I don't play
The
Cinebench though.
7950X
Sorry.
is simply going to be the best CPU for gamers and for creators.
Not into that game.
So
Gaming.
let's take a look at some of the performance. If you look at the
Yes.
performance in 1080p gaming compared to the 5950X, the 7950X delivers on average
I feel like I've seen this
15% more
before.
performance
Yeah,
across a range of popular games.
CS:GO,
That comes from the single
the,
thread performance increases.
12900KS
Now, for
is
creators, the
15% more.
combination of our Zen 4 core
So,
and our AM5
than the
platform
5090.
delivers
So
on average more than
I don't know.
40% compared to the 5950X. And that's where you really see the content
So it is good
creation
generational
capabilities
uplift.
come alive.
Yeah, the
Now,
other problem is
let's
Alder Lake's
compare
right
to the
around the corner.
competition.
It
Or
is.
You
Raptor
can
Lake.
see that the Ryzen 7950X is the fastest CPU in the world.
But there's a
In
minus
1080p
1%.
gaming,
How is that
the
possible?
7950X
Come on, guys.
is faster than the competition across a wide range of games.
Where's my
And for creators, the 7950X delivers up to 62% more
Virgo,
compute performance.
170 watts is quite high
let's take a
until
look at the
Intel releases the
7950X actually in
13900K.
action.
Then it's
Here,
not.
what we're showing is
Oh,
a
it's also- it's
time-lapse
not
demo of the
170 watts
popular
either. That's
3D
the
modeling and
TDP. The
simulation
PPT is
software
230
V-Ray
watts.
running a built-in
So,
gaming benchmark.
That's what you can
Rendering
expect
benchmark.
somewhere in between those
And
two
on the right
numbers.
side is the
like Cinebench
7950X,
usage.
and the left is the competition.
I've
As the demo
surpassed both
completes,
with the 5950X
we see that the
before, though, so
7950X scores
Nah.
over 30,000. That's
I did, like,
62% higher than the competition.
50?
Well, this is pretty good.
Now,
Content
this is a
creation.
tremendous increase
is
of
a-
performance
This
for
is
creators,
good for content creation.
enabling them to spend more time
62%, huh?
creating and less
Although
time
to
waiting
be
for their
real,
images to render.
AMD has
But there's
been
another
pretty
very important
much
thing about this demo.
poised for content creators.
Not only does the
Depends on the
7950X
content.
deliver
Some things like
62%
V-Ray
higher
definitely does love
performance,
AMD
it achieves
CPUs.
this performance at 47% better performance per watt.
They're hitting that performance per
That's
watt.
47% better performance per
Yeah.
watt.
And I don't think
So
the
that
15
leadership
is going to be
performance
much
and
better
energy efficiency
performance
really
per
highlights
watt.
why we're so
So
excited for
that's only going to
gamers,
get better with the
enthusiasts,
launch
and
of the next
creators
one.
to really get their hands on our new
Scared for
Ryzen
that
7000
$300
CPUs and AM5 platform.
Intel, bigger is better. Look
Now,
at how
in addition
high
to the
wattage.
7950X, we're also announcing 3 more
Wow.
Ryzen 7000
5.3
processors
with a
today,
6 core. That's pretty
ranging
cool.
from the 12-core 7900X to our 8-core and 6-core
5.4,
7700X and
5.6.
7600X.
Ooh.
And these will all
I wonder
bring
if
the
that means
leadership
that the power
performance of
consumption,
Zen
since they're
4
105 watt
across all
TDPs, I
price
wonder if that means
points.
they're going to be like
Now,
power
in
consumption
fact, if you look
similar to a
across this stack,
5950X or 5900X.
what you see is
Probably.
that all 4
It's
of
nuts
our
out of a
new
6-core.
Ryzen 7000 CPUs deliver faster single-thread performance in Geekbench than
Wow.
the competition.
That is pretty good.
And as everyone knows,
That's impressive.
faster single-thread
Yeah.
performance is great for gaming.
She should have
So
like
let's take a
hesitated
look
there. Great
at
for,
our
and then
mainstream
let everybody say
7600X
gaming.
and how that compares to the competition. Here you can see the Ryzen 7600X on the right and the competition on the left, both running F1 2022.
Like, unless one of them crashes.
And while you see smooth gameplay in both cases, the 7600X consistently delivers significantly higher frames per second.
Give me
In
those
fact,
1%
by the end of the
slows.
benchmark, what you'll see is that the 7600X is actually 11% faster. That's our mainstream price point against the competition's best.
Pretty good though.
Now, if you look
This
across
make
a
you feel
broader set
pretty
of
crappy
games,
with
the
the
mainstream
900K.
7600X delivers on average 5% faster gaming performance.
Right?
And that's really, when you look at it, just an incredible
mine's not stock.
capability
I'm all right.
at our
Yeah.
mainstream price point.
It's like custom
So
loop
hopefully you
handling
can
it.
now see why we're so excited
Only.
about Zen 4 and how it really is the fastest core in the world for gamers. Now, to tell you a bit more about the leadership Zen 4 core design,
It is pretty
let
good
me
though.
bring AMD CTO Mark
Yeah, what
Papermaster
GPU
to
are
the
they
stage.
testing with?
Mark?
I will be doing that. And Mac Fister, you're the one who taught me that. Like afterwards, look at what the actual benchmark setups they're using.
Yeah. Oh, we have to check those footnotes.
Well, it was a decade ago that we
The footnotes
launched
are
the
the
design effort
part
of our first Zen processor,
the,
starting the whole Zen
of the
family.
presentation.
And we set a goal to return AMD to sustained
Pull up my
high
Geekbench
performance
5 scores
CPU
to see how I
delivery.
compare.
In each new CPU generation, we've launched first
I was
with our
thinking about the
Ryzen
Cinebench for a
desktop,
minute.
where our gaming and content creation
ASMR,
customers
they're
really
testing with my
thrive on
$500
performance.
3090. I sold it to
When
AMD
Zen
for
4 debuted in
$500.
2017, it just disrupted the industry with the significant IPC, performance, and energy gains that we were able to deliver.
Yeah.
Zen 2,
I had a
really brought with
2141
7 nanometer an incredible
single thread score.
compute efficiency. And then Zen 3 with its grounds up new
Yep.
architecture,
Could get
delivering
outdone by a
impressive
mid-range AMD
high-performance
processor.
leadership. And now I could not be more
I'm not gonna
excited
buy
than to
that
introduce
processor.
our new generation of Zen for Ryzen desktop
I'll think
products.
later.
Zen 4 continues our tradition of delivering new CPU performance that delivers
Frozen yogurt.
high performance right on schedule. The result gives desktop users the generational high performance they need and have come to expect from AMD Ryzen CPUs. Our on-schedule high-performance delivery has enabled AMD to become a trusted supplier to our customers, and Zen 4 delivers again. Let me spend the next few minutes just walking you through a little bit more of the detail about how Zen 4 delivers that performance, leveraging both design improvements and the 5 nanometer leading edge technology node. We have several architecture
They have
and
been really
technology
hitting a
improvements
lot
compared to Zen 3.
of their
I'm
targets.
pleased to share that Zen 4 brings a significant instruction per clock uplift, 13%.
Wait, didn't
We've
Intel
added
disable
a new
AVX
front-end
512?
design to better
Yes.
feed our
It's just
execution
too hot.
types. For machine learning and
I don't know
high
what
computation
it was about. It
workloads,
was never supposed to
we
ship
have
with it.
expanded our x86
So,
instruction support to include
They went and
AVX
released
512.
BIOS that would
And lastly, we
disable it,
leveraged
and
the
the
most
later
cutting-edge
models didn't
process
have it.
node
Like
along with
Like mine
AMD
doesn't have
design
it.
efficiencies to bring these significant performance.
Would they be able to put that
and
back
energy efficiency
with a
gains.
software, like a BIOS update or something?
Look, let's start with
I think
always
it
the
would
first
need,
measure of a new
for the ones that
CPU
ship without it, it would need
because it's always
the actual firmware on the
starts with how
CPU.
efficiently
It's a
a
little
processor can get the
its
job
own
done
little
at each clock tick. That's
firmware on the
IPC
actual
instruction per
die that
clock.
would have to be
You know, I'm
updated.
often asked if we used up
And
all
then
the
you would die.
If it's
tricks
not
in the
lazed
book
off
for
altogether.
CPU performance, or is there still levers?
So
you
is
know,
AVX
at the ready
512
for
good
our
for some
ongoing roadmap?
emulation?
And you all know
I'm gonna
the
say
answer. At
maybe,
AMD,
'cause I
we
don't know.
thrive
think-
on innovation.
Yeah, they
And you
enabled
see
it
that
in
persist in each
RPS
generation
3 or
delivery
whatever it
across
is,
our
I
Zen
think
roadmap.
it was.
Okay.
PS3
Zen 4
emulator.
brings a geomean of 13%
I haven't
instruction per clock
obviously
improvement
tested it, but
using typical
Hmm.
desktop
saw some pretty
applications.
impressive
And let's
results.
break that down. This 13% improvement versus Zen 3 is a geomean. So we are looking at 22 representative workloads across gaming, content creation,
Interesting.
computational benchmarks that we show here. And as we did in the transition from Zen 2 to Zen 3, we felt it was important to show you a really holistic view of how the
This is nice to see the
desktop
broad.
workloads respond to the changes we've made in the core. I'm also pleased to show that many of the gaming
Is it just
workloads
me? Is it just me, or do I find
demonstrate a
that
disproportionately
AMD presentations
larger,
typically have
set of gains in
more
Zen 4,
information
and that,
regarding their
again,
performance
corresponds to
in
the design
Intel?
changes we made.
Yes.
Our cumulative
Like very
IPC
clear with
improvement
like, this is how
over
we got
that
this.
Zen era, over that 4 generations,
Intel's like,
demonstrates,
here are numbers.
our relentless
Look at
focus
them.
on core performance, because it's delivered a 235% IPC gain over that period. Our focus on core performance
They have
is
really
simply
improved the Zen.
relentless. Zen 4 is a derivative of Zen 3. So we targeted, of course, enhancing on that base of Zen 3,
Okay.
building on the success. With Zen 3,
Intel is
we
run by an
increased the
engineer now.
execution
Yeah, I
rate.
think Intel does
And
have
so
a
at
good
Zen 4, it became important
good
for
future
us
ahead
to
of them.
work on how we feed
The
these
here and
instructions
now,
even faster.
in the next
into
few
the
years,
machine.
they're gonna have some
And that's why you see most of the
things.
improvements coming from the front end and branch prediction. Really, that makes up almost 60% of that IPC gain.
So while this guy's talking about
Increasing the
boring
capability
stuff,
of
I tell
more
everybody
instructions per cycle.
to like the video,
We grew the
please,
op cache
to
over
share if you like it
1.5x
and want
to
other people to
increase
see
the
it.
hit rate and deliver more
Subscribe.
ops per
I
cycle.
am
The
17
load store has improvements and a larger
subscribers
L2, a
short
doubling of the L2
of the
to
100
provide
subscriber
critical
limit.
data
So
faster,
if I can hit
leading to
that,
overall
we're gonna have a
13%
celebratory
IPC.
disassembly of an iMac on Monday
So
next
AMD
week.
has also long supported the
I don't think anybody
advanced
wants to see
vector
anything too poop, man.
extensions in x86.
There might be
And in
mold
Zen
inside
4,
of it,
we're
but it'll be
excited
fun.
to add support for AVX 512. When going to such a
It's
wide
interesting. I'm
vector
looking at
width,
the IPC
we
uplift
took very
chart.
careful design
1%
consideration
in
to avoid
CPU-Z.
impacting the performance when you have that high switching
Not that it
activity of those
matters.
wide vectors.
It is nice though that they have
So
that,
what we
right?
did with Zen
Not
4
just the nice
is we
stuff. Like
implemented
they even
using
had like
a
in the one where it's
double
like minus
pumping
1%.
of a 256-bit data width. And that is really to design in such a way that you avoid large frequency fluctuations when you have such switching activity.
I wonder if they're gonna
with
fix the
512-bit
low power
workloads being
states
executed.
causing your PC to
Using
shut down.
AVX 512, we see up to a
Yes, I have
1.3x
experienced that one.
improvement of 32-bit
I got one
precision
with my
floating point
5950X.
inferencing operations. And that's versus, of course,
And I was kind of
probably
pissed
the,
off
Zen 3
that it's
generation.
not something that just works
And
out of the
with this
box,
kind
and I
of
had to deal with it.
capability, we can target heavy
Yeah,
lifting HPC workloads as well,
I had
like
that problem with the
molecular
USB
simulation,
slots.
ray tracing, physics simulators, and the like.
So
As part of adding
it's
support
like
for
fourth
AVX
gen. You
512
guys gotta
implementation,
have this
we
kind of
added
sorted out by now,
extensions
all right?
for convolutional neural nets with the vector neural net instructions, VNNI. In desktop
We're a
applications,
company,
the
not a
Ryzen
software, okay?
7000
Give them some
series with
slack.
VNNI support and the Ent8 approximate math format delivers a 2.5x improvement over Ryzen 5000 series CPUs. It's a huge speed up for applications like
I gotta say
image
though,
processing and natural language processing.
Arctica
Now let's take a look at the overall performance
basically
and
cured
performance per
AMD's
watt gain.
disease.
Yeah.
Our decades-long relationship with TSMC and our
From
EDA partners
bulldozer to
continues
this.
with 5 nanometers.
Yeah, like this is
Losses
Operate
every
in a
quarter
deep
to
design,
profit.
technology, co-optimization
to like
partnership
grabbing
that really
like
synergistically makes
you know,
certain
market
that the
share
design
in
and the
places that you
process
never thought
changes
they would.
work harmoniously together to deliver performance,
They're doing
and
really
efficiency
good
gains,
stuff.
and that they're highly manufacturable. In Zen 4,
Running
the
with that
result was a
Xilinx
specialized
acquisition.
N5 HPC process that enabled additional frequency beyond the baseline process. The teams co-optimized the device scaling, the device capacitance, and the metal stack, making significant contributions to our overall Zen 4 performance. In addition to design levers to further
Hey,
improve our
Annie,
compute
welcome to the
efficiency and leadership.
stream.
The logic and cache area scaling, the N5 allowed us to further reduce the die area over Zen 3 by 18%, despite adding new performance features and instruction support.
They reduced like
A 15-layer
the die
telescoping
area,
metal stack has been co-optimized,
right? Like,
to
doesn't that
deliver
like
both
reduce
high
the cooling
frequency
capabilities
and high-density routing
as well?
capability.
Reading it with the new
partnership
die size being
around
smaller,
design
that's
and
now
process
2
delivers
watts
leadership
per
efficiency
millimeter squared.
for Zen 4.
Oh my
So,
gosh. Yes, Fruit
continue our
Palm.
commitment
Such a great
to
quote.
energy efficiency and high performance
AMD in the
every
rear view mirror
generation.
with Intel 12th
The
gen,
technology
and they will never
improvements
pass us
include a
again.
20% reduction in device capacitance.
I think they're
along with
looking at that
design
CEO and
really is a key enabler here.
because I don't think that was Pat.
Zen 4 and desktop socket brings a
that said that?
62% lower power at the same performance, or 49%
Is that the same one that made fun of their magic glue?
compared to Zen 3. AMD is committed to high
Magic
performance
glue is
with
in a slide deck,
sustainability,
wasn't it?
reducing the environmental
It's hard to
impact
say who
of
wrote
our
that
high
one.
performance processors. And this is quickly becoming a rising criteria across our customer base.
Yeah, Pat. I don't think
The
Pat said
impact of
that.
Zen 4 and Ryzen 7000 series is fully evident in the performance gains. They look at the same across the TDP range here. The leadership N5 technology is a part of the reason we can deliver such huge gains. And of course, it's amplified by the
It is
IPC
pretty great.
gains. And look at the 65-watt TDP.
I wonder if
That's
they're going to
where
release
N5
like
shines.
because these have
We've
integrated graphics with
been
them, right?
able to deliver those IPC
Yeah.
gains with
And I think that's why-
GPU.
power. Tremendous
Yeah,
advantage.
they have
We've
like
doubled
iGPU
down
with
on our
them, right?
implementation
So,
efficiency, getting to a
oh,
finer grain
Pat
level
said
of
that.
power
Oh,
optimization
Pat,
than
man,
ever before.
I thought he was better than
And
that.
the power improvements at the
It's
lower
only 2
power, like I
CUs. I
show on
wouldn't
that
really be worried too much
65-watt
about power
TDP,
consumption on it.
are where the N5 is in its sweet
I wonder if
spot.
they'll sell like
This means we deliver
disabled ones.
compelling performance at low
Right.
TDP, incentivizing customers to save power
I don't know.
and take
Like, 'cause
advantage
I feel
of
like the only
efficient,
reason Intel does
cool,
that
and quiet
is
systems for
binning,
leading edge
where they're like,
performance.
oh
Maybe.
wow, our
Right.
GPU didn't
5
quite
years
make it in
ago,
this
when we
one.
announced the
Let's sell
first
it anyways.
generation of Zen, I showed you that we were advantaged in area and
So
power
every
versus our
KF
competitors.
CPU I've ever had has
CPU.
been
Well,
terrible
we continue.
binned.
In fact, we've grown that advantage. The AMD Zen 4 core plus L2 complex is about 50% smaller than the competition. That's a choice.
AMD is in the
chose to
rearview
optimize
mirror,
both
and never again
high
will they be in the
performance
windshield.
and power efficiency.
Thanks, Pat.
Rather than just throwing power and area at the problem,
And it's
we've been
obvious
able at
that
AMD
they're
to achieve a balance of high
they're hitting
frequency
this
design that
this
is
power
efficient
efficiency
using our methodology and our technology application. The end result is a
because the
leadership
power
CPU with
efficiency of
significantly better performance
Raptor
per
Lake's
watt of
going to be
energy
even
expended
worse.
in a much smaller area.
Yup.
Going forward, we continue our focused execution on x86.
Actually, if you
CPU
leave it
roadmap.
alone, it should be
We plan on
fine.
releasing
Yeah.
the Ryzen
You don't
7000
remove the power
series
limits,
desktop processors
you know,
with
it should
3D
increase.
cache in the future.
I have a
That's
feeling though
great
When you
for
it'll.
remove the
intensive-
limits, that's a
intensive workload.
I have a feeling it'll
you've
have a
already
hard
seen in our
time
previous generation vcache.
passing Zen
Our
4
Zen
if you don't
4C
remove
is
the
a
limits.
compact density that's
And I think
an
they're going to
addition
use
to
Yeah.
a new swim
removing the
lane
limits
to our
in their
core roadmap that
marketing
delivers
literature
the
as like,
identical
look,
functionality of Zen 4 at about half of the core
But
area.
at the same
And that'll be
point,
coming
it's
out in the first half of 2023 in our server
there'll
lineup.
be roughly around the same power consumption.
This core is
with
workload
the limits at
optimized
the
for
high end.
applications that don't
Mhm.
need to run at the
I
highest
love this.
frequency and can deliver
Pat
even
Gelsinger
more
got his degree in
computational
software engineering
efficiency.
from Clown University.
I'm also glad to share that we
That's
remain
awesome.
on track for Zen 5, featuring a new grounds-up core for 2024.
I'm excited to see which ones they go with 3D
Zen 5 will
cache.
bring a combination
That'll be
of
interesting.
performance gains as well as
I'm so
further
sour about 3D
optimization
cache.
for the
Yeah.
growing AI
Yeah, I was
workloads.
expecting that
It's full speed
5950X
ahead
with it.
for our CPU.
Got all
They-
set up, ready to go. Had
they-
5800.
Well, look, AMD
They
is
still
simply
might, who knows?
delivering with relentless
I'll be right back.
focus on our Zen CPU roadmap, consistently on schedule.
Yeah, they're going to show
to
some
our
GPUs near the end.
performance
They were saying
Zen
little,
4
not
is
GPUs, but
another
like
testament to AMD
any.
R&D
So
execution
stick
excellence.
around.
We remain focused on being the trusted partner for our customers and our next generation of designs are well underway. With 5 nanometer
And also
process technology and design optimization,
in engineering.
Zen 4 delivers.
I think AMD's got
applications, it will
a very
not
bright
only bring
future as
performance
well.
leadership, but deliver that performance at a fraction of the power consumption.
Again,
of the
fraction of
competition.
the power consumption.
And I'll repeat a phrase I've said many times over the years.
Power
There will
consumption
be
is
no
important.
let up in AMD innovation.
Good.
Zen 4 and Ryzen 7000 series is a shining example of high performance leadership delivered with an energy efficiency that our society wants and simply requires going forward.
I hear about your energy efficiency.
Society. Oh, he brought society into it. I'm outraged. Triggered and outraged.
Thank you, and I'd like to introduce David McAfee, who will come on stage here and share with us more detail about the AM5 platform.
We took the pins off the CPU and we put them in the board.
Well, thanks, everyone. I'd like to dive a little bit deeper into the platform that surrounds all of the innovation that Mark just talked
To
about.
have that last name.
Let's start by taking a look back for a moment
Last name
on
to
the
have in
AM4
technology.
platform and reflecting on what an incredible feat of engineering it represents. First
My
introduced
uncle
in
twice
September of
removed
2016,
is a
and
blight
now nearly
on
6
my
years
name.
later, it's still going strong. With AM4, we made a promise to maintain a stable platform which gave users the confidence that they could buy today and upgrade their system over time. While keeping the platform consistent, we drove incredible innovation into the socket.
It's
Innovation
true.
like
They
5
did
different
hold on to
CPU
AM4 for
architectures
so
across
long.
4 process nodes, leading the market with next-generation I/O capabilities like PCIe 4, and industry-first advances
What
like
brew is
chiplet
this?
architecture and
This is
3D VCAPs.
Hacker
Now,
Moonshot
with
Gold.
over 125 processor models introduced and more than 500 motherboards, AM4 has transformed the
No, it's not even
expectations
showing up.
of desktop enthusiasts.
It's
As we turn our
imported from
focus to the next
Germany.
generation of Ryzen desktops, our goal of creating a platform that grows
Ja,
with
ist
you remains
geschmeckt,
consistent.
as they
Beginning with
say.
the 7000 series processors, powered by the industry-leading Zen 4 core, the AM5
Yeah,
platform
it's pretty
brings
incredible
a new level of
how
capabilities built ready for the future.
They held on to AM4
It all
like in
starts with a new 1718
40
pin
nanometer.
LGA socket designed to handle the next generation high-speed IOs while making installation easier for the end user.
Easier?
We've expanded the socket power delivery to 230 watts to allow our Zen 4 processors to unlock the maximum all-core performance in the most demanding creator and gaming workloads, while still delivering clear leadership in performance per watt and power efficiency.
Up to 230 watt socket power.
AM5 is a platform that's built for the future, with next-generation technologies like DDR5.
So you said 230 watts earlier,
to
Fister.
ensure that your build today meets your growing needs for years to come. And we've also designed a platform to leverage the best of our existing ecosystem, maintaining compatibility between
So is that
today's
like
diverse selection of
peak
AM4
or
coolers
sustained?
and our next generation
You
AM5
can sustain
platform.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Every PC build is unique,
I don't
and as
think
we
you're gonna do it
launch into
stock. You'd have to
AM5,
use
we wanted to
PPO to
create a
sustain
broad range of choices to best meet every
At least with
user's needs.
Zen 3.
Oh, more chipsets. More
As
choices.
we go into AM5,
Ooh,
we'll offer 2
B60
classes of
Extreme.
motherboards, the
B650
X series and the B series. The X series
haven't
boards,
seen that.
which will be available in September,
Or how were
are
those?
built to be uncompromising, with the highest power delivery and overclocking headroom across CPU and memory, along with the most I/O across the board. While every X
Across
series
the
board will
board.
offer PCIe 5
No pun
storage,
intended, or was it?
X670 Extreme boards will enable PCIe 5 to graphics as well as storage slots on the board. We're also announcing our B series boards available in October, which strike the balance between enabling next generation technologies and great value for the end user.
Little asterisk.
Just like the X series, you'll see B series Extreme boards, which offer similar capabilities with PCIe 5 graphics and storage.
The
Now,
MOBO they're
speaking
selling
of
looks like a
PCIe 5
reference
for a
design.
minute, let's talk about one of the first technologies coming to market in this cutting-edge I/O technology. PCIe 5 doubles the bandwidth for each lane on the board, unlocking the capability to drive substantially higher read and write performance and faster access when working with large and complex files. Starting in November of this year, PCIe 5 storage devices will
Divorces.
be available from a wide range of partners.
Can you hear
around
some
the globe.
news later on, McAfee?
One of the other key design decisions in our AM5
A little bit of
platform
Freud
is
there,
memory
huh?
selection. And here we wanted to design
Poor
a
guy.
platform not just for today, but one that's built for tomorrow. And that's why DDR5 is the memory solution on our AM5 platform.
What?
DDR4 memory has been a great technology choice for gamers and creators for the past 5+ years. But it's also
divorce.
a technology which
Oh,
has
no.
reached the end of its evolution.
Oh
First
no.
released in 2020, DDR5 picks up where DDR4 ends.
I gotta
With
stop
higher data rates
speeding
to
up
drive
on
more
this.
bandwidth,
I'm being
the
a terrible
ability to
person.
deliver very low memory latency,
If this
and a
ever goes
roadmap to
by,
quadruple
he'll be
or
like,
more
"What is-
capacity
why
per DIMM.
looking on
It's
me like
clear
that?"
that DDR5 is the right choice today and one that is built for the future as
See, the tricky thing
the
is that
technology continues to mature over
They
time.
didn't increase the number of lanes, right?
Now we
It's
know
just
that
all
Ryzen
PCI
enthusiasts love
5.0,
to
right?
overclock their memory
Yes.
to ensure they're getting the fastest data rates
The issue
and
is,
the
is you
lowest
still
memory latency
get
to
a single
maximize game
lane. So
performance.
if you're using a
And that's
so
why
if you have
the AM5
one
platform
lane
is
going to
also
like a
being
PCI
introduced with AMD
3.0,
Expo
you're only going to get
technology
one
for
lane
extended
PCI
profiles
3.0
for
bandwidth.
overclocking.
Yes.
Expo
So
DIMMs
that's the only thing I
enable
don't like
one-click
about
DDR5 overclocking for Ryzen AM5
in this
builds,
sense. Like,
driving
unless
up to
next gen
11% faster
GPU have
gaming
PCI
performance,
5.0,
lower
I'm not
latency
interested
down to
in this.
63 nanoseconds,
PCI
and built
5.0.
on a standard that
Yeah,
provides
it's not
clear and
very
open specifications
exciting.
to
I
the
mean,
end user, so they know
Yeah.
exactly
even
what they're
for
getting
GPUs,
when
like,
they buy an
'cause,
Expo memory
like,
kit.
who really buys a high-end GPU to pay
As we
a
launch into
1080p
AM5,
where
we
you're gonna
expect
really
to
need
see
PCIe
over
bandwidth?
15
Like,
Expo memory kits
Yeah.
I
in
don't know.
market
And
at
it's like
launch,
your drives,
offered by
like
the leading
I just
partners in
upgraded to
high-performance
Gen
memory
4 still.
overclocking
I mean,
and pushing the
and
limits
do
of
I notice a difference?
DDR5
Absolutely not.
up to
But
6400 data rates, even as
So
we
if you
first enter the
double
market.
that lack of not noticing,
AM5 is
what's
the
double
next
not
generation
noticing?
of Ryzen,
Not
and it's a
noticing at all.
platform that we built for the future. This
Yeah.
year, we expect to
Enhanced
see
gaming
motherboards
at
in market
1080p.
starting from
That's right.
$125 to offer an incredibly wide range of price points to meet every system build needs.
I don't understand that
We've
start
built
with
the
PCIe
platform
4
around
and grow
next
to
generation
PCIe 5.
technologies
I
so
don't
that
know.
you
think
can
your
build
motherboards are
today
supposed to grow.
and upgrade
Maybe
as your needs
updates?
grow over time.
They can
I
grow
don't
them
see
with
Just like
updates.
AM4,
adding-
we're making a commitment
Maybe
to
they've
support
done
the
it before.
AM5 platform
Yeah.
with new technology
Well, with the
they
and
slapped
next
X570, I think,
generation
didn't they?
architectures through at least
I think it was one of
2025.
the B boards, B series.
I'm really
boards.
excited about the next era
They're
of
like, hey,
Ryzen
this can
desktops
support
with
it, and then
AM5.
AMD said,
Now
no.
let me bring Lisa
don't
back
do
up
that.
on stage to recap today's news.
And the GPU out of her jacket.
All right. So thank you, David. We
But
are
legit,
so proud
she's
of
like a
what
total
Ryzen
boss of a
7000
CEO.
CPUs are delivering on all of our ambitious goals.
No leather
You
jacket.
look at
though.
it, Ryzen 7000
No leather
delivers
jacket, so no
11%
GPU, but
faster single-threaded performance, 44% higher multi-threaded performance, and 47% more performance per watt than the competition. Now that you've seen everything that Ryzen 7000 series can do, I know
She's
you're
got
all
something in her
wondering
pocket.
about price and availability.
Nope,
right?
because we saw the leaked slides. Haha!
Okay, starting at the top of the stack, the 16-core 7950X is
Joke's on you,
$699.
Lisa.
The
I already
12-core
know.
7900X is $549. The 8-core is $399, and the 6-core
That
7600X is
7700X is
priced
gonna
at
go
$299.
terribly.
And all four of these will be on
7600X,
shelf worldwide
$299
on September
USD
27th.
to outdo your 12900.
Okay, those are both just terrible. The two lower ones, oh, terrible pricing.
Now, I mentioned earlier that it's
They're
a very exciting time
once,
for AMD
Raptor Lake
as
launches.
we bring 4 new architectures to market over
Raptor
the
Lake's
coming
just gonna
quarters. And while today was all
rip
about
them apart.
Ryzen 7000, of course we know
kind of
gamers are
intended.
always interested in what's coming next.
Oh,
So for all the
she won't
gamers
talk
out
about
there,
those
I'm very
GPUs.
excited that we have one more update for you today.
Yeah, thank you.
This is our next generation Radeon graphics card powered by our all-new RDNA 3 architecture.
Ooh. Okay, just a picture.
It's very pretty.
Come on.
By combining
It
our
is very
most
pretty.
advanced gaming architecture with 5nm chiplets, RDNA 3
Chiplets.
GPUs will deliver more than 50% more performance per watt
Yeah,
than our
I
current
saw that
generation
in
Radeon
your
GPUs. And it's currently
this.
running in our labs. The performance looks absolutely wonderful. And so for the first time ever, let's take a look at
Yes.
RDNA 3 in action with the Ryzen 9 7950X.
Let's see it.
So what you're seeing here is
Was a
the
man
highly
walking.
anticipated title Lies of P from our friends at NeoWiz.
Lies of P.
This game was a breakout hit at Gamescom earlier this
With
month based on
P.
its incredible visuals and gameplay.
You're in trouble.
And what you're seeing
No
is 4K
frame rate.
gameplay at ultra settings running on a pre-production
great.
RDNA 3 GPU. Just take a look at it a bit. It looks absolutely
There's
wonderful,
RT
doesn't
on.
it?
Okay. It does look like ray tracing on there.
Now, we are feeling great about how RDNA 3 looks in the labs, and I can't wait to tell you more about it when
Then
we launch
do
later
it.
this year.
Later
so let me
this
wrap
year.
up here and say that we're so excited that you could join us today. Ryzen 7000 series is absolutely the world's first desktop processor in 5 nanometer. With the Zen 4 core, it's the fastest processor in the world for gaming and content creation. And with our new AM5 platform, it really brings the latest technologies for I/O and memory. It also brings our commitment for multi-year processor roadmap support and support through 2025 and beyond. So thank you to all the members of the press from around the world for joining us here in Austin today. We really appreciate it.
Very
and
nice.
Thank you to all of you who joined us online.
Yes.
It's been so much fun sharing with you how AMD and our partners continue to advance the PC experience. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Lisa Sue. Thank you. The clapping was eventful. Yes, it was. Now,
It was short and to the point.
what is the configurations of the Are you going to show us the configurations?
Give us footnotes.
What? No footnotes? What?
Believe me, my guy. Believe me.
Is
Beaming internet
weak.
from the
What
middle
the
of the
heck?
woods using an extra-large pizza-sized
Yeah,
satellite.
you shut your mouth,
Visual Foundry
Starling.
on.
Garbage.
All
Man,
right.
sorry about that. And your ears. Goodness. Didn't have any notes, man. That's a little bit a little bit sketchy. What are your thoughts? Look at me. I just floated. And Gus singing a clown. Oh, should I link that? That actually would be a very fitting end.
There's a link on the video for the footnotes.
Oh, there's a leak?
A link,
Oh, a link for footnotes?
probably.
Ah, wrong one.
I'm looking for him. I don't. Okay, I'm
No.
on this page.
No
Yeah.
link. You know what I'm
Okay,
gonna do?
it's- For claims and endnotes, please visit this link. And I'm there, and it's not really.
Nothing? Nothing there?
No, not really.
Okay.
I think they meant for later.
Second. I look up Pat Gilsinger, AMD in the rear view mirror. Let's see here. There we go.
I've seen it.
All of a sudden, boom, we are back in the game.
I can't-
AMD in the rearview mirror and clients, and never again will they be in the windshield. We are just leading the market, and my job now is to be the very best CEO of this iconic company. So thank you very much.
Pat,
Nope, not seeing him.
Well, Pat, we'll see if you're right or if you're not right. But yes, thank you everybody for watching. Do like, share, and subscribe. Clients in the windshield. But I do believe that AMD will be driving home this power efficiency portion of their launch quite a bit, especially since Raptor Lake is going to be power hungry. So please join us. We will be doing a live stream of that, but come by on Friday where we'll do a live stream gaming session. We might do a Look at those sweet, sweet prices. $300 US for a 7600X. So just $300 to beat your friend's 12900K in almost everything.
I feel like that's targeting me. Why?
I'm sorry, but you know, 12900. Well, you got the KS, right?
Yeah.
So, you know,
Get really fast RAM in there.
plus
too, so.
you're like in a very cold area of the world too, so you need the heat from it. So
Yep,
it'll
I
help
need the
you.
gold for my benchmarks.
It'll help you. But yes, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for hopping in the chat, Fister, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We are super close to the 100 subscriber goal, and if we, I'll be taking that potentially moldy Intel or Apple iMac apart. Does have an Intel Core 2 Duo, I'm pretty sure, in it, so we will be gonna be part. But yes, thank you everybody for joining, and thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you on Friday for some PUBG action, and hopefully we get the stuff so we can get that Mac apart.
I'll have all my kids subscribe.
Pizza Light, you're wondering if that's good pricing? I think for the lower end ones, it is a little bit higher than
reviews. Wait for third-party reviews. That's the best.
Yeah,
advice,
let's wait for the reviews before we buy. We got time, right? They're releasing end of September.
You can go on pre-order the day before Intel's launch.
Yep, exactly. They will go right before Intel launch. But to be honest, I think Intel is gonna have to just blast it with power to get any meaning.
The low end, they'll be all right.
It'll be maybe competitive. I don't know. Do you think they're going to be competitive? Is low end of Intel going to beat the 200K?
At least in multi-threaded performance.
I don't know. Well, maybe multi-thread and something that can use those E-cores, but most people are going to disable those E-cores anyways.
Oh. Most people don't overclock, and most people won't disable them.
I don't know. I feel like Intel's E-cores are kind of just a market trick.
Oh, I like them.
You like them? What do you use them for?
Disabling? I have never actually disabled them, believe it or not.
All right. I'll let you go on that one.
4.2 gigahertz slow cores hanging in there.
But no, I think it's good times. I hope Raptor Lake is awesome as well. And it's just like this all-out CPU war. And that's the kind of stuff I like to see.
It'd be good.
Yeah.
Options.
Yeah, exactly. Options for everybody. And, you know, both of them fighting for the top. I love that. It's not like we're going to be the value one. It's like we want to be top one. Tell us to be the top one. We shall see. I'm really hoping Raptor Lake in like a 11th gen launch. AKA probably the weakest product launch in the history of Intel.
I'm interested because it's a talk, right? It's a TikTok strategy, even though they said they got rid of it, but it's still a talk. But it's looking like they did significant changes to get the clock speeds up and then improvements to the E-cores. So
I will say that the clock speeds on Raptor Lake look insane.
Yeah, I'm blown away. I'm like, I don't even know how they did that because I see how hot this one gets, and I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I don't believe you.
Just watch out. There's going to be a shortage of chillers, so hope your refrigerator doesn't break because all of the cooling are going to be used in third-party cooling systems.
Be lying if I say I didn't look at tech coolers once I powered this thing on the first time.
Custom loops, and they're coming. Watch my video on how to do your custom loop, and you'll be set for Intel's launch and Nvidia's launch too.
You ever get?
But it's funny. It's funny though because
AliExpress or whatever.
Yeah, AliExpress my sponsor, man. They didn't sponsor any of it. I just put it there. But no, you can seriously get really good stuff there for super cheap. Like borrow fittings, they're
Wish.
great.
Amazon
No.
Wish.
No. It's Chinese Amazon. It's not Wish. Wish is like sketch. Like I've had stuff that's broken, stuff that hasn't arrived, always get a refund. Anything that's not as described, refund. But yeah, custom loops, man. And you know what? AMD is hitting that efficiency thing because they're going to be more efficient than NVIDIA as well on the GPU end. So it's like you're going to have an Intel AMD or Intel NVIDIA system that's probably pulling like 300 more watts than an all AMD system. I bet. Top end SKUs, and they'll have very similar performance, but you'll be like 300 watts less on your AMD, pure AMD system. That's my call.
Breaker dedicated to my PC.
You will need a new circuit just for your PC. Or rather, each PC that you have will need its own dedicated breaker. But I bet you it'll be like, think of the money you save, not upgrade your power supply for AMD's products. Like, probably keep your current. But yeah, anyways, I gotta go. I gotta go eat supper. I gotta go take out the trash. And I'll be talking to all you guys later. Hit up my Twitter. Do follow. I believe there's a link on my YouTube to my Twitter. So if you want to see more stupidity, more facts, I posted a few AMD leaks. It's just AMD letters on a leak. Come follow me. But yes, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you on Friday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some PUBG action. And hopefully, Fister, you can join. Hopefully, Virgo, you can join as well, because I played with Annie, and we lost.
Chicken dinner.
We did not get a single chicken dinner.
I'll come help you out.
So we need some people to carry us because we're not very good. All right. We had fun.
I'll be there.
But we're not very good. I think Freaky Monday was with us too. But we're having fun. But yes, I will talk to you guys all later. And thank you so much for hanging out and watching with us. And we will see you in the next one. Goodbye. And then I need to figure out how to say goodbye properly. It's like, still fair. Goodbye. And everyone's like, he's still there on the screen. Transition to the screen away. And then we'll put on the old music just to let you guys all go out nice and easy. And it's still talking because I'm still working on it. And yep, here we go.